Hi, John Files with Sonata Marketing and GR Bass USA. One of the questions that has been asked of me a lot over the years, whether working retail or when I owned my bass shop or working with other distributors, manufacturers, from a lot of bass players is how does this speaker cabinet sound different than this other speaker cabinet? And that's a really tough thing to answer because we all hear things a little bit differently, and using words is really not very satisfactory. It's hard to articulate the differences. I may use words that make sense to me, they may not make sense to you, so that's complicated. When I had my bass shop, I had all the speakers set up on a speaker switcher where you could come in and play and just switch between speakers and listen to the differences. Well, that's a great way to do it. Today's world, when dealers are not as available, where people do a lot of shopping by line, they want to do research on the web. And so I was thinking to myself, how could I accomplish that? So I have a little series of videos that I put out that will be helpful, I think. And what we've done is played some bass pieces directly into an Apogee converter onto Pro Tools, and then reamped that signal back through a GR115 amplifier and each of the speaker cabinets. We've then sliced that up to where one video will have one of the instruments and all of the speaker cabinets. So we have one video that's going to be P bass with flat wounds, one with P bass with round wounds, jazz bass with flat rounds, jazz bass with round wounds. We have a 5-string bass, and we have a fretless bass. So what you can do is select the video of that type of instrument that you're interested in playing, or one of the types of instruments that you have, and you can go through and listen to every one of the cabinets. You can go forward and backwards and listen to the cabinets. We did a close mic, we did a distant mic, and one of the nice things about this is very often when you try cabinets, if one cabinet has a little more low end or a little less low end, or the mid-range is a little different, we find ourselves playing a little harder or moving our hand position and adding some of those low frequencies that the cabinet may have too much of or too little of to compensate. The great thing about this is we have this control track that's used on all of the cabinets. The cabinets are in the same position, in the same airspace. None of the controls have been changed between cabinets, so you really do get to hear what the cabinets sound like. Now, at first listen, they're going to sound quite similar. Part of that is due to the fact that GR Bass uses consistent materials, high quality components. They don't have, for example, a speaker line that has cheaper components and more expensive components, so they all use the same quality componentry. So that's going to make them very similar across the broadband. So at first blush, that's what you're going to notice. But if you use some good studio monitors and headphones and do a little bit of detailed listening, the blend between the room mic and the cabinet mic will point out some of the differences. Obviously, the smaller cabinets will probably have a little bit less low end because with a smaller tuned cabinet, you just don't have enough air inside the box. The larger the box, the more the low end. That's typical regardless of manufacturer. But you can hear some of the differences in cabinetry, and hopefully will help you decide which cabinet is going to work best for you. So this same introduction is used on all of the videos that you're going to see. Once you've seen it, you can skip right past it. But I just wanted to give a short explanation of what we're doing, and that's the idea behind this, is to try to help. If you have any questions or if you need anything at all, don't hesitate to contact me for anything regarding GR Bass gear in the United States. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
you.